Pretty stoked. Little 7 mile walk, dropping off some foliage that I picked to put outside to decorate. And right before I walked into my drive, I was looking on the side, and there are two cyclists, and they're off their bikes, and then they're 20-somethings, whatever, and they're looking in this tall grass, and they're kind of struggling, and I'm watching them, and I'm looking ahead at my turnoff, and I'm watching them, and looking, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So crossed over. What are we looking for? And he's just like, I just dropped an iPod. It just slipped out of an AirPod slipped out of his right ear. So really, really like life altering loss. Probably not, but I was like, F it. So I'm like, about when did you recognize? Did you have any idea? He's like, yeah, I saw it come out. All right, about where do you think you were? And he's like, from that tree all the way down there, probably to here. It's got to be, but it was just all this tall grass. I'm like, all right. So I went to that tree, started sweeping formation and found it. And then I was like, yeah, found it. And he's like, wait, really? And then she was like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. And I handed it to him, fist bumped him. I'm like, so what we fucking do? Fist bumped her. And they're like, wait, really? Oh my God. And he's like, oh, I knew it was around here and blah, blah, blah. And then they were just like giddy about it. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Oh my God. And then I was walking across the street, felt very accomplished, come in, clip my, my cuttings and put them in a blue little jar. I wanted to do that. The sun looks cool when it comes through. But then I thought about it, like, why did I even take that on? Well, to help humanity. That's what everyone's statement is always. No, like every human wants to help. That can't be a driving force behind something. There's got to be something more, because that's, if I'm going to change, because that's our default. Like, you just want to help people. That's not even a reason to getting into medicine or coaching. That's a fucking lie. And there's something underneath there that you're lying to yourself about. That is a staple, excuse me. Humans want to help humans across the board. Even criminals will help in their getaway. That everybody has this default. So I needed something more than the default as to why I was going to do that, because the default would be like an emergency, like, oh my God, let's go. Oh my God. But I sat there and deliberated. So what was my reason for it? Can't be to help people. It's got to be deeper than that as far as why I'm doing it. And I thought about it. I wanted the challenge. I wanted to be challenged to see if we could, one, problem solve, two, kind of take in all the information that we have, put it in, and see if we can come with a logical explanation on how to go about solving this problem with what we have. We have 3 participants, we have resources, we have time. And then I wanted to challenge my senses. I wanted to test my eyes. I wanted to test my ability to be able to walk back through steps and go back through pulling in this information if we could solve some sort of scenario. And all we did was, okay, there's 3 of us. Boom, boom, boom. Where are we going? Here to here. Okay, now just logically go through. There should be an end point that really just comes down to physical ability to just continue to carry out the skill set, to carry out the craft, the task at hand. And as a side effect, what I got kind of excited about was that you have these 2 20-somethings that I don't know anything about, but they just saw that 1 is possible, 2, people help people, 3, other problems that would come up, just take it on that exact same way. What resources do we have? What tools do we have? All right, let's set up this parameter. Let's start here and go to work. Just take action, blind fucking action. And that's, again, we aren't in a world where you're regularly challenged. You're going to have to ask for these things. That's why I like this as tests. I like doing tests because, again, everything is getting easier and easier. So you're going to have very conscious challenges. And aside from my training on a day-to-day and how I guide people to creating their own training plans, no matter who they are, whether in the hospice or in a car accident or on the top of a mountain at 109 years old to 10 years old, we're going to have to challenge ourselves outside that to then, again, test the senses, test the human capacity, test our abilities at all times, and then see how you measure up. Are you pleased with it? are you okay with where you're at or no? If no, then you've got some work to do in other areas of your life. So, again, hopefully maybe inspiration on challenging yourself, testing yourself, putting yourself in predicaments, seeking out where problems could be solved, not to numb your own life full of problems that you don't want to look at. That's another thing. That's the marathoners, that's the BJJs, that's the coaches, that's the doctors, that's the nurses, where they don't want to go into their own life, so they'd rather help everybody else. Very, very slippery slope there, that if you are honest with it when you're trying to figure out your own scenario, your body's speaking authentically about what you need to see and what you've been hiding under the guise of, I'm helping people, and therefore you can sleep at night. There's going to be something more you're going to have to go face to face with. But seek out ways to make things harder. Seek out ways to challenge yourself. Seek out ways to create problems. Create problems in your own life. That's why training has to be ridiculous. That's why you're going to have to, it's not discipline, because you aren't disciplined to clean up after your cat. You're not disciplined to trim plants and water plants. You're not disciplined to change a diaper. It's not discipline. These are things that are required and needed, and you don't even think twice about it. You just go. But within that, constantly pushing, constantly challenging. The system loves challenges. All senses, all sensory makeup, if you can. And so, again, yay, we found an AirPod. Fuck is an AirPod? But it goes deeper than that, as you know. And you'll be faced with your intention as to why. Gotta go deeper than to help people. That's watered down. That's trending. That's deeper than that. Store.